Hi guys, this is Technique of the Week with your geek. Today we are going to go over a few tricks how to improve your mount. As we can see in the current clip, I'm mounting one of our strongest guys, and without my little tweak, he has no issues to push me off his mount. But what I'm doing to mitigate this is that I'm hiding my feet under his thighs, and as soon as I feel that he's trying to bridge, I'm kicking the back of his legs with my heels. That makes my mount position a lot more stable, so I almost don't need to use my hands at all when I sit in the mount on people. Usually it's a good option to get one arm free when you're sitting in the mount, and to get that I usually use a punch choke to bait the opponent to give me their hand. And as soon as they do that, I put their elbow on my bicep, and then I finger climb up with my arm until I can get their elbow in the same level as their head. From there you have a couple of options. In this case I'm going for the armbar. From there it's important to not rush to the submission, but take your time. So find your balance and try to work one knee behind his shoulder blade. And as soon as you have that, you should find yourself in the S mount. In other words, one knee in the ground and 1 foot on the ground. From here, some students have issues to get their upper leg in front of the opponent's face, and this position should definitely not be rushed. If you do, it's very likely that you lose the submission and position. Tip your body so your head can touch their leg. From here it's very easy to slide over your upper leg while still sitting on top of their shoulder. And then you slowly want to fall back and keep their arm in control. From here it's very important to pinch with your knees. And then you have multiple options how to finish the position. You have a sneaky slice from here. It might not look like much, but if you just force the opponent's hand downwards and pull with your other arm, you will actually get a slice. If that doesn't work, you usually want to break the grip of the opponent. To make that easier, I usually swim up my arms on their connection. Since if you are trying to get the opponent's hands apart in the arm wake, it's almost impossible, but if you try with the same force further out on his arm, you will see that it's a lot easier to get his arms apart. When you get the opponent's arm free, you want to focus on having their thumb up as well as controlling their arm. When you have pulled their arm as close to you as you can, and they still haven't tapped, you want to start raising your hip as much as possible. And if it's a really flexible opponent, you want to put their arm in your armpit. But do this slowly if you're rolling with a friend, since it comes on really fast. So to summarize, kick with your heel in the back of their thighs to keep the mount position. Try to get one of the opponent's arms free so you can climb up with one knee behind the opponent's shoulder and land yourself in S mount. Put your head to the opponent's leg to make it easier to get your leg over and get the armbar. Pinch your knee to keep the control and make their thumb point up when you go for the armbar. And remember to raise your hip and pull their arm when you lay back.